Hey guys, what's up? It's Scott Clark with Scooter Media, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some amazing conversion LUTs from a company called Gamut. These professional LUTs are super easy to use, will speed up your edits while also giving you stunning cinematic looking footage. Let's get into it. And for anyone asking themselves, what is a conversion LUT after hearing that intro, a conversion LUT is a lookup table that's added to log footage to bring it back to Rec. 709. Does that clear it up? No, I didn't think so. So the less technical way of explaining it is when you do shoot in log, the footage is very flat and lacks color and contrast, and the conversion LUT adds some color and contrast to give you the best accurate starting point before doing any color grading or adding creative LUTs. This video is not sponsored, however Gamut did send me these conversion LUTs to try out. I have been shooting all of my videos in log for the last few years now, and the reason that I do is the dynamic range is better in log, which allows me to retain more detail and information in the highlights and shadows, and in the case of my cameras, the image quality is better as well, as they shoot 10-bit 422 when in log. Ultimately, I think you get a much more cinematic looking image that resembles a more movie-like look. And now some people may be apprehensive about shooting in log because they think it is too hard to color correct and color grade, or it takes too long, etc. And to do it manually, they'd be correct in that it is a skill that you need to learn and it does take some time. However, let's move over to the computer here and I'm going to show you how easy this is to get the log footage looking great in a couple of clicks. All right, so taking a look at our computer here, we have a single image on the timeline of me sitting at the desk. And this image has been shot in C-Log 3 in the Gamut profile. And as you can see, it's very washed out and lacks any kind of color and contrast and almost looks black and white. So normally what you would have to do is you would manually go in here and you would go into your Lumetri color over here and you would adjust all your exposure setting, contrasts, highlights, shadows, whites, blacks, and basically manually bring this back to life and bring the color and contrast back into this. The other way of doing that, and what we're talking about today, is the Gamut conversion LUTs. And to add one of those on, I've already installed them in Premiere Pro. So if we go up to the basic correction tab within the Lumetri panel, and if you don't have the Lumetri panel open, just go over to the window, workspaces, and go down to color. And in here, you can see under basic correction, which is the first option or the first box. If you click on that, it'll open it up. And then the first option there is input LUT. And if I open that up, you're gonna see a few items in here. And basically what I have in here are all the default LUTs that come with Premiere Pro. And then I've also installed the 4 base LUTs that are in the C-Log conversion pack. So basically there's a LUT for Canon C-Log BT709, Canon C-Log Cinema Gamut, Canon C-Log BT709, and Canon C-Log Cinema Gamut. Sorry, C-Log 3 Cinema Gamut. So basically there's 4 different options in there, and what those are giving you is 2 options if you shoot in regular C-Log, and 2 options if you shoot with C-Log 3. Now, as I said earlier, the example that I'm showing you right now was shot in C-Log 3 in the Gamut profile. So all we have to do is go over here, go down to the one that says C-Log 3 Cinema Gamut, and just click on that, and boom. All of a sudden you see our image has color in it, it's got contrast. Now I wouldn't leave it like this, I would color grade this, and I just wanna show you how easy this is. And again, before I get into the whole color grading, just wanna reiterate that any kind of color grading and color correction is subjective. So what I might think looks great, you guys might think doesn't look great. It's just a personal preference thing. But for all the videos that I do for YouTube, I have basically the same process when it comes to color grading. I throw on my base LUT or my conversion LUT, which we just did there. I then come down to the creative tab. And within here, here's your creative LUTs within the look area here. And again, I only have the ones that are available by default with Premiere Pro installed right now. And the one that I always use, just because I find it doesn't add too much of a look, it's just kind of a nice balanced LUT, is this neutral start. And basically what I do is I click on that, it's gonna put that in. I like the look of that, but you can also tone it down a little bit. So the intensity here, you can bring this down. Normally I go 50%, but again, it's a personal preference thing. For this one, I actually like the look of it at 100%. So let's put it back to 100%. And I'm just gonna play that through. And to me, we've done 2 clicks. We've added the conversion LUT and we've added this neutral start LUT, and that's it. So that took 5 seconds maybe to color correct and color grade this basically. Now, obviously, if you wanted to, you could go in and mess with anything you wanted to. You can mess with the highlights. You can still go in here, change the exposure, change the contrast, etc. Highlights. You can change all of this stuff within here. However, I just wanted to show you that basically with 2 clicks, we've brought the completely flat looking image into what I consider a very cinematic and nice looking image. So just to give you an idea of the other LUTs here, if we go over to our C-Log one, this is just the basic C-Log in the Canon camera. This is the BT709. So then to convert this, we would go up to our basic correction input LUT again. We go down here to the Canon C-Log BT709 because this isn't C-Log 3, so we just want the regular C-Log on this one. And again, we click that. Our image is basically brought back to Rec 709. If I do the exact same thing that we did in the previous one and just go scroll down and throw on our neutral start, again, guys, that's basically all I've been doing with all of my videos on YouTube. I put the conversion LUT on there, I add the neutral start LUT, and I'm done. I'll just give you one last example here, and this is normally what I shoot in, is just the regular C-Log 3. My Canon R6 shoots in C-Log 3 and so does the R7, so I'm able to quickly match between the 2 cameras. So this is basically what the image would look like normally when I bring it out of the camera. And again, this is C-Log 3 and this is in the BT709, so not the Cinema Gamut. So if we go over here and scroll down and find the C-Log 3 BT709 and click that, again, it just brings back our image. These Gamut LUTs just do what they're supposed to do. They retain the highlights, they retain all the information. My face isn't blown out in the image. It just looks really nice and clear. And I just love the look of these conversion LUTs. As you can see, with a couple of clicks, you can have amazing cinematic looking footage. And these Gamut LUTs are just on another level than anything I've tried so far. And just to give you an idea on the cost of these, the Canon conversion LUT pack is $25. And that includes all 4 conversion LUTs, 2 for C-Log and 2 for C-Log 3. I'll leave a link in the description if you are interested in purchasing any of these conversion LUTs. And although all of the examples I've used today are for Canon cameras, Gamut does offer conversion LUTs for most camera manufacturers, including Sony, Panasonic, Blackmagic, as well as DJI. They also offer very professional creative LUTs as well that are truly gorgeous and will take your footage to the next level. Upon purchase, you will receive an instant download of the LUT files that you can use in any software that recognizes .cube files. I do have to say, I think these LUTs are amazing and I've used them for every video I've done since February and I will continue to do so. They have great retention in the highlights, well-balanced saturation levels, and give me consistent results even in different lighting scenarios. I would like to say a quick thank you to Gamut for sending me the LUTs to try out. It is appreciated. If you have made it this far and found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing as it really does make a difference, and I'd love to have you join me on this YouTube journey, and also hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything on this channel. If you're interested in learning more about how to shoot and edit log footage, click on the link right here. Thanks for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.